Hello, Jerry here again, Reassurance Life Coaching. And um, I think, like I did last time, I'm really enjoying a lot writing, and something kind of pops into my head. And when that happens, I just grab the laptop and I just start writing. And I'm really happy with some of the things that come out, like this one that I'm about to read. And if I just want to start out by saying this is something I'm really excited about. I'm really compassionate about. I really hope that shows through. And I would have never imagined seeing me do this even 2 years ago, 3 years ago. But I'm really excited about it, and I'm glad what I'm doing. If Please check out my website, reassurancelifecoaching.com, and I do individual coaching sessions. I charge a small fee, and if anybody wants to work, talk about anything, then we'll talk for a few minutes and see if it's something you want to get into a little bit more. And and if not, then maybe just a small conversation might be enough to to get you going. And I'm okay with that, man. I think that would be wonderful. And just to be able to talk something out, and I would get a whole lot out of that. It's not about the money at all. I'd get a whole lot out of something like that. And if we want to just take it a few steps beyond that, I think I have a lot to offer. As far as helping somebody out get through some tough times, because I've gone through them myself. And trust me, they don't go away. But it's how we choose to channel our thoughts is what makes a huge difference, and that's what I'm learning. So reassurancelifecoaching.com, and you can email me at reassurancelc22@gmail.com. And I'm doing these blogs or vlogs, or I don't know what the heck you call them, but channels. I'm on Rumble and YouTube and Facebook, and I'm just trying to make this grow. And I talk to a lot of people all the time, and so we'll see what happens. But anyway, and liking these videos, I love it to see new people watching them, liking them, and commenting on them. So if you could just put the word out there, if that's something that you feel right about, and if you don't, then please don't. So I certainly would not compromise my values for anybody, and I wouldn't expect anybody to do that either. So honesty is the key. Anyway, that being said, I wrote the next 5 minutes. I really like this, so let's go. Have you ever done or said anything you've regretted? I think we all have. We play back scenarios in our head. How could I have done that or said that? There are things we wish we could take back. Well, what's done is done. Sorry to sound cliche, but it's true. Words can cause damage and catastrophe. So let's try choosing them wisely. Think about all the decisions we make every day. I'm not talking just big decisions. I'm talking about all decisions, every single one. We make hundreds or thousands without even being aware of it. One person we talk to the most is ourselves. This is where ideas come from. Decisions are made and plans and goals are laid out. There's a very hard line between what is truth and what is not. So why not start living only in the truth, no matter what the result? In less than a second, a decision can be made that can alter and change history for better or worse. It can have unintended results. If you think about it, almost everything around us is there because of a decision someone made. But that's not exactly true. There's still something missing. Action. A decision can only manifest into something if it's acted upon. It needs energy. If made too hastily, there may be results. It may be so insignificant that you didn't even realize you made it. As we navigate through time with everything going on around us, let's keep one thing in mind. Life can change in a single moment. What was familiar can become unfamiliar. What was peaceful can become tragic. what was in order can turn into chaos. Give a lot of thought on what you're going to do next, because all this can happen in the next 5 minutes. So I kind of like that one because, and when I was working in a prison, I used to talk to some of the inmates, and we've heard that expression, live day by day, and I think that's a big mistake to live day by day because it doesn't seem like there's much planning and living day by day. And man, there's a ton of stuff that can happen in a day. So I think it would be better to live, 5 minutes at a time and give a lot of thought into, decisions we're going to make. And because, what seems like a bad decision, and we go down that rabbit hole, and it drags us to some place that eventually you're not going to be able to find your way out of. And certainly I've been there, and a lot of other people have been there. And the deeper we get in there, and this is where I say living in the truth. And because when we lie to other people, we're lying to ourselves. And when I mean lying, I mean hiding the truth and trying to be something or someone that we're not, because for whatever reason. I mean, for me, it was the stuff that was going on in my life. It just I didn't feel any way out. Again, I don't want to start getting into all that stuff. I want to try to keep this as positive as I can. So the very first thing that I think we should start doing is trusting people more and letting people in. And you can start small and just give people little tidbits and see how they react to that. And then you may find somebody, a complete stranger, that you open up to, or a therapist or a friend, or and you can see how life changes. And another thing that I really, the habit that I worked hard to create was a reading habit. And it's to me now it's important to read. I was lucky if I read 2 or 3 books a year, seriously, and then usually I didn't even finish them. And now I probably read, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 books a month, and I'm very choosy of what the books read, because if it's not going to help me, my progression, then I'm not interested in it. And it's they're self-help books. They're teaching me how to deal and cope, how to think, and in terms of success, and it works for me. I've gotten a lot of ideas about that. It's helped me write stuff like this, and I just wrote something else that I just finished it, and that'll be in my next video. And I'm really excited about it. So hopefully you'll tune into that one too. And a lot of times, we blame circumstances, other people, and advantages, disadvantages, how we were brought up, and all that may be true. I don't know. I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm not here to to say what's right or wrong. All I'm doing is just live the truest life that you can, and don't try not to allow what you perceive how other people can react to how you're going to dictate your life, because that's not a winning formula. It's a losing formula. And it's for me anyway, it's not even like these major things. We kind of compromise. And when I say we, I'm probably talking more about me because I don't know if this is how everybody is or most people, but um, it's in that constant cycle of thinking what other people think. And I've said this before that that trying to figure out how I want to put this. Self-worth or self-image, even better. Self-image isn't what we think of ourselves. Self-image isn't what others think of us. Self-image clearly is what we think other people think about us. And it's that perception, unfortunately, how, again, for me anyway, um, we act. Is based on how we think other people think. And, so what if they think anything? It's still true. And it's something that we shouldn't compromise, something that we should hold dear, our values, and proclaim them proudly, no matter what it is. And one thing, one thing that I've a hobby I kind of picked up that I wanted to do, and I started this a little while ago, is crocheting. Like a bunch of little things like these, and practicing. And I made this, and I could not friggin' figure out how to crochet. I can make a chain. I got a chain. That's a chain. I can make a chain, but this was me trying to make a swatch. So I did this one. I got a whole bag here of all kinds of them. I got my yarns. I got my needles in here somewhere. And I don't know. They're here. And and so I did this. And for some people that might not be a big deal, but for me it was because I uh, I remember I something told me I just wanted to learn how to crochet, and this was a long time ago. And I know I've had relatives, aunts, and stuff like that crocheted, and I wanted to give it a shot. So I started doing it and failing miserably at it. And really, I wish I had a picture of this, but I tried to make a swatch, and it turned out it was going like this, and it turned into like a little tiny bowl like that, but much bigger. So I was talking to one of my neighbors as I was walking my dog, and she was cutting a lawn, and I struck up a conversation with her, and I started telling her about how I was crocheting, and she said, and I said I ended up I was trying to make a swatch, and I ended up actually making like a little cup, a little bowl. It's about that big around, and she said to me, she goes, "Oh." She goes, that looks like something I could use because she goes around and she administers the Eucharist to people. And I don't remember the name of it, but there's a holder that you hold the Eucharist in. And when she goes to people's houses, she said she wanted something to put the Eucharist in. I said, okay. I said, I'll bring this thing by your house. And I did. She looked at it and she almost cried. She said, this is perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for. So that stupid thing that I made is it made somebody else really, really happy. And and her husband had passed away, and she was living by herself, cutting her own lawn. I offered to help her, but she wouldn't accept it. And I made a friend that day too, and she's a neighbor right on the other block. Her name is Marie, and just what a sweet person. So it's stuff like that. Just meeting people, talking to them, saying hi, and I made her happy because of something that I'm going to keep trying, and I don't know what I'm going to make, but to me, this, I love it. So, yeah, and I got some other things going on in the works, and just working really, really hard to stay on focus, to stay on point, and to not let anything distract me as to what I'm doing. And I mentioned this. I'm going to probably mention this in every video I ever friggin' make, and that is that the feedback I get from my friends that feel horrible the stuff I went through because they were right there. They were right there, and I didn't take advantage of what was in front of me. And in my next letter, I kind of get into a little bit more into the mud of the life I was leading. So I wanna do that in trickles because it's hard for me to talk about it, but I know when I do talk about it, I'm a better person for it, and hopefully anybody who's hearing it can realize that there's people out there who want to listen. I do. I want to listen. So anytime, reach out to me and just talk as a friend, talk with somebody who's been there, talk with somebody who's absolutely not going to judge, complete privacy, complete confidential. I'm not a therapist. I'm not trained in anything except for I've been knocked the crap out in life, and a lot of it's self-inflicted. Most of it probably self-inflicted, but a lot of it, just you know, getting knocked around. So, but I'm not getting knocked around anymore. So, I'm gonna end it here. And this was a good video. I'm glad I made it. I'm glad I shared my little swatch, and maybe I'll find somebody special who I can give this to. So, well, do you want it? I'd be glad to. I'd be glad to, make little things like this because it makes me happy. And this is what I want. I want to be happy. So now I'm happy. Anyway, okay, I'm going to end there. And God bless everybody. And I hope what I'm doing is resonating. Did I say that right? Resonating. And you know what I mean. And let's see. That's what I have on my business card. The possibilities are endless, and they are. We're just getting started. And anybody who wants to join me that has a story to tell, that wants to tell it, and I would be more than proud if you want to send me uh, if you want to send me a video, and I can watch it in private and we can talk about it, or I'd be proud to uh, to play it here. And if that's something that anybody would be interested in, because I think there's a lot of power in that. There's a lot of power in, first of all, just letting it out, talking about it, liberating yourself from it, and then other people hearing it, and it taking on a life of its own, and changing lives, changing the world, and living in the next 5 minutes. It's important. Okay, that's really important. And what's done is done. And just think hard. And live in the truth. That's the message. That is the thing that threads through everything is just stay in the truth, start telling the truth, start living the truth, and start telling the truth, and don't be ashamed of the truth ever, not ever. Okay, no matter what it is. All right, I'm gonna end there. God bless you all. Keep commenting, keep calling me, keep texting me. I want to hear from you. Please like my channels, subscribe. Uh, However all that works, I don't know. I'm still figuring it out, but having fun at it. All right, I'm going to end there. God bless you all, and hope to hear from you. All right, bye.